Hello aspirant, in this particular video series we will be dealing with the Polity, the summary of Lakshmikkant'S Polity. That is basically the most important book in your journey to be covered. Basically, we have started this particular series so that your revision can be done in very efficient manner. So let's go ahead. In this particular video series we will be covering these topics. These are constitutional framework. In constitutional framework we will be dealing with the historical backgrounds, that is regulating Act of 1773, amending Act of 1781, it's India Act of 1784, Act of 1786, Charter Act. Basically, four Charter Act came to India. These are Charter Act of 1793, Charter Act of 1813, Charter Act of 1833 and 1853. Then we will be dealing with Government of India Act of 1858, Indian Council Acts of 1861, Indian Councils Act of 1892 and Indian Councils Act of 1909. Later we will be dealing with these topics as well, which will be covering Government of India Act of 1919, 1935 and lastly in historical background we will be dealing with Indian Independence Act of 1947. Other topics that we will be covering are making of the constitution, or why the chronological event, and major committee. We will be dealing with major committee that were formed during the formation of our constitution. Then we will be dealing with the drafting committee. After that we will be reading about the features of our constitution that are basically a lot of type, so we will be dealing that also. After that, the first and most important part of the constitution, we will be dealing with the preamble of the constitution. We will be focusing on keywords that are contained in our preamble that are important to learn in this particular journey of UPSC. All these words will be covered thoroughly. Okay. Later we will be dealing with organization of our country, union and its territory. Then we will talk about citizenship. Under citizenship we will be dealing with constitutional provision, Citizenship Act of 1955, what were the changes, overseas citizenship at India, comparing NRI, PIO, OCI card holder, and these kinds of bifurcation will also be dealt. Then we will be dealing with fundamental rights. These fundamental rights will be covered in this particular series, and then we will be dealing with directive principle of state policy. After that, fundamental duties, then amendment of the constitution, basic structure of the constitution. Then in part 2 of the system of government, basically part 2 means books part 2, which will be dealing with system of government. What are the major components of the government, which okay, in that particular system of government we will be dealing with parliamentary system, we will be dealing with state relations, interstate relations as well. Then emergency provision will be covered. This is very important topic. So after that we will be dealing with central government, structure of central government and structure of state government, how they are formed, and then we will be dealing with local government. In spite of having central government and state government, we have local government as well. So we will be dealing with that topics as well. Okay, Panchayati Raj municipalities. Then we will be dealing with union territory and special areas. Then after completing constitutional bodies, constitutional, non-constitutional bodies, political dynamics, we will end up over this video series lecture. Okay, so after that completion, you will be having the summary of the whole book, the summary of the important polity week, that is Lakshmikkant'S polity week. Okay, so stay tuned, stay safe, be happy. Best of luck. Thank you.